Please be seated. Good evening, everyone. Before we start tonight, I would just like to take this opportunity on behalf of Lamar University to wish everyone a very happy and joyous holiday season. Welcome to the December 2017 commencement for the College of Education and Human Development at Lamar University. My name is Bob Spina, and I have the privilege of serving as Dean of the college. We gather today to recognize and honor our graduates for their tireless efforts, focused dedication, and deserved achievements in the demanding and competitive arena of higher education. For years, our graduates have been striving to reach their educational milestones we celebrate this evening. In addition, you are the first class to overcome the unprecedented impact of Hurricane Harvey. We have two students tonight, Lauren McMillan, a nutrition major, along with her mother, Melissa McMillan, a family studies major, who graduate this evening after two major car accidents that nearly took Lauren's life. Together, they pursued their passion, and we celebrate this monumental achievement with them and with each of you. Before the ceremony, I learned that we have a family here that came an incredibly long distance, all the way from Myrna, Nebraska, who is here, the family of Christina Larson, who is a graduate, our candidates in our counseling program, and we thank you all for coming this far and for being with us this evening. Graduates, you have made it. Congratulations to each of you for achieving your goal. Now it is time to set new goals. We challenge you to continue to learn, to use your knowledge wisely, and to excel throughout the rest of your life. As we honor our graduates, please turn your attention to the video screens and hear from some of our graduates of the class of 2017.
You know, you hear it a lot, you know, the greater the goal, the greater the sacrifice. There's been a lot of sacrifice in order to get to this point. What attracted me to the program was that the flexibility was there. I was able to meet all of my professional and personal goals, and I found the support nothing short of amazing.
This campus is really able to shape people's future, and for me, someone from an underprivileged background, I couldn't imagine where I'd be without this school and the people that I was able to meet. really, it changed my life. Here, I feel like there's long-lasting connections because of that sense of communities. Lamar University really did help shape my life.
You learn not just like the coursework, but going back to the professors have experience. They tell stories in class. You know, they're people. It's not like the stories are going to be tested on. A lot of people are like, oh, well, but this isn't relevant. But it is. And like, this is a time where you have to learn. That's your focus, and that's pretty cool that they tie in real life things.
It's not like they're telling me, oh, you know, the real world's going to be like this, the real world's going to be like that. They're not sugaring it up and sugarcoating it. They're telling me it like it is, and they're telling me, when you get onto this world, this is what you should expect. This is what you should do. That, to me, has prepared me for graduating.
One professor in particular, prior to interviewing for this job that I recently accepted post-graduation, and he gave me a lot of tips and pointers, and I'd had his class the year before. It wasn't even chemical engineering, but we had built a pretty good bond. So he's happy to help me anytime I have questions for him. I would be safe to say that they're friendships as well. I can come to them with any problem, and then they can help me.
It really helps you hone in on what you want to be and who you are. Because beforehand, I didn't know who I was or what I wanted. Coming here helped me find that thing. I'm happy my career has a path. I can see it.
I think that I'm giving my students a better principle, because if I'm telling them to make a commitment to their education, they can see that I've made a commitment to my education and I'm twice their age. So it's letting them know that the process of learning is lifelong. I'm very thankful for my wife and what, you know, she did for our family during this time, because sometimes I just wasn't available. Man, shout out to the kids. Now that this is done, Daddy can play. And I'm really excited about, you know, spending more time with the family.
This truly is a great experience. I know, because I've come from other colleges. The opportunities are vast. If you're willing to work hard, you can achieve really high. In fact, I've convinced my godbrother to come here. Hey, Johnny, thanks for coming to my graduation. Hope you're enjoying school next semester. Call me if you need me.
I went into college expecting nothing. I was actually first to go into college, so I kind of thought that I went in blindly. If they hear me say the words, I'm studying, they're like, shh. It's like a library in the house. And they always give me words of encouragement too. And I think Lamar gave me like the best experience I've ever had.
To be in the program or to be successful in the program, no matter if you're a face-to-face student or an online student, you have to have the commitment, the determination to get out there and search for them. What I appreciate about Lamar is they carried that same philosophy, yet they made it available for students that were studying online. So I didn't have any concerns. It wasn't a negative experience at all. It was very positive. I wouldn't have any reservations about recommending this program to other people just for that reason.
I can work with groups of people from all over the world now, whether they're older than me, younger than me, no matter what nationality they are. That's the biggest tool I've learned being here at Lamar, and that I'll be carrying with me for the rest of my life.
Being able to see perspectives from other countries is really cool. Like in class, we'll be going over a law, and somebody from a different country will say, you know, that's not how they do it in my country. You know, just to see how different it is, and to see, like, they stress different things are interpreted different ways. You know, you really do see that with, you know, all the diversity we have in the College of Business.
I look at Lamar University as somewhat of an innovator, especially in the state of Texas. There are so many opportunities for anyone, no matter what their walk of life is, to continue their education and just be a better person.
Lamar can really help you become who you want to be. You just have to work at it. It's not going to just happen. But if you come here knowing that you want to do something, there's going to be people helping you left and right. There's scholarship opportunities everywhere. And the undergrad research, it allows you to literally research something you're interested in.
I am proud to be affiliated with Lamar University. I'm proud that, you know, I'm an alum. The campus is beautiful. It's a great place to be.
I actually went and got a shirt that says Lamar University Alumni, and I plan on wearing that right after I graduate. I don't want to sound cliche, but give it a chance. Lamar has so many options. Just give it a chance.
Anyone that wants to pursue a doctorate degree, Lamar University is the place to do it. This university has made a name for itself.
Our graduates this evening will receive 735 degrees. They are from 250 different cities in Texas, 28 states, and 3 nations. We would also like for you to know that the College of Education and Human Development is rapidly expanding its international footprint. Your memory will forever appreciate this occasion. And this is a day in your life that you will be surrounded by many who care a great deal about you. On this day, you have many emotions, one of them being gratitude. I would like for you to join me as we express our appreciation to them. Would the parents of our candidates please stand and be recognized? Would the grandparents of our candidates please stand and be recognized? Would the spouses, children, and grandchildren of our candidates please stand and be recognized? Would the friends and other relatives of our candidates please stand and be recognized? This evening, we share the joy and excitement of commencement with all of you. Thank you for joining us. At the heart of the college is a supportive and nationally acclaimed faculty. They have provided our students with a contemporary and valuable higher education that is second to none. Due to their diligence and efforts, our graduates are knowledgeable, highly skilled, worldly, and properly prepared for life and careers. Would our faculty please stand and be recognized? Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce the participants of the platform party. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Mr. David Short, University Registrar. Dr. Lisa Wines, Counseling and Special Populations. Dr. Talisa Tittibo, Educational Leadership. Dr. Teresa Simpson, Special Assistant to the Dean. Ms. Jasmine Figueroa, Secretary, Dean's Student Advisory Council. Dr. Kevin Dodson, Dean of the Honors College. Dr. William Horn, Dean of the Graduate College. Dr. Jamaica Mott, Instructor of Voice, Music Department. Dr. Tammy Henderson, Chair, Family and Consumer Sciences. Dr. Rebecca Weinbaum, Chair, Counseling and Special Populations. Dr. Diane Mason, Interim Chair of Educational Leadership and Director of Graduate Studies and Research. Dr. Cynthia Cummings, Director of Online Operations within the college. Dr. William Holmes, Associate Dean and Interim Chair of Health and Kinesiology and tonight's guest speaker. Dr. Lula Henry, Chair of Teacher Education and the Faculty Senate Representative, who is tonight's mace bearer. Dr. Vicki McNeil, Vice President for Student Affairs. Mrs. Priscilla Parsons, Vice President for Information Technology. Mr. Craig Ness, Vice President for Finance and Operations. Dr. Brenda Nichols, Vice Provost for Digital Learning. Dr. James Marquardt, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs. And Dr. Kenneth Evans, the President of Lamar University. It is also my pleasure to introduce conductor Dr. Andrew McMahon and members of the Lamar University Commencement Brass Ensemble. Their music adds so much to this special occasion. I would also like to introduce several special guests in the audience this evening. Mrs. Cecilia Marquardt, spouse of Provost James Marquardt. Mrs. Ann Holmes, spouse of our guest speaker this evening. Thank you. To the graduates of the class of 2017, this moment allows me the special opportunity to extend my sincere and enthusiastic congratulations to you. Graduates, commencement is the beginning, and accordingly, another typical emotion on graduation day is the anxiety of, am I ready and what next? If you think this moment has come too soon, I urge you not to worry. You have all completed a program of studies which has taught you to think critically, to express opinions in a civilized manner, to evaluate options, to make informed decisions, and to move forward in life. It helps you develop confidence in yourself and what you believe. This ceremony tonight attests that you are indeed ready. The university degree you are about to receive remains relatively uncommon in our society and is truly rare throughout the world. Only 3 of 10 American adults hold a baccalaureate degree. The percentage is smaller among Texans and smaller still among Southeast Texans. By any standard or measure, you are positioned to join the educational elite in our society. You have completed a difficult, taxing, and costly journey from where you started years ago. Please know that Lamar University is proud of you. The College of Education and Human Development is proud of you. Your community, state, nation are proud of you. Your family and friends are proud of you, and most importantly, you should be proud of yourself. Your university education has equipped you to receive and enjoy the riches of the world and has prepared you to continue to learn as you move into a new life. Enjoy and use your education to its fullest, and you and everyone you touch will be more prosperous for it. It is now my pleasure and honor to introduce tonight's commencement speaker, Dr. William Holmes. Dr. Holmes has served the last 10 years as the Associate Dean and Professor in the College of Education and Human Development at Lamar University. After teaching as an adjunct professor since the late 1970s, he joined the faculty as an associate professor in the counseling department in 1990. Before his tenure at Lamar University, he worked in the community mental health field and served as an educational, business, and family consultant. His academic degrees were earned from Oklahoma Baptist University, New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary, and the University of Southern Mississippi. While at Lamar University, Dr. Holmes served students, faculty, and the university in various capacities, including several years as a member of the Faculty Senate, Chair of the Faculty Issues Committee, Vice President of the Senate for 2 years, and President for 2 years. He has also served as the Interim Chair of Teacher Education, Interim Chair of the Department of Counseling and Special Populations, interim chair of the Department of Educational Leadership, interim chair of the Department of Health and Kinesiology, and he spent 1 year as the interim dean of the College of Education and Human Development. Obviously, Dr. Holmes has been busy. Dr. Holmes recently announced his retirement from Lamar University. He and his wife Ann plan to move to Arlington to be closer to family, especially to their grandchildren. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Holmes to the podium.
I feel like I should tell you I'm interim speaker for tonight. I've been interim everything else. Dr. Spina, thank you, and Dr. Evans, Dr. Marquardt, and the rest of the executive staff, graduates, and family and friends of graduates. It's a real honor to be here tonight, and thank you for allowing me a few minutes to share with you a few things that I've learned in my tenure at Lamar University and working as a professor, advisor, and colleague with a number of people who are in this audience. I tonight want to share a few guidelines for graduates, but actually I want all of you to listen because these guidelines are really for all of us. Things that will help us live a more successful life and things that will help us live and have more effective relationships, more successful and meaningful relationships. But before I get into these 4 simple points I want to share with you, let me share with you the fact that sometimes people are going to say things about you that are kind of ugly, and you need to be prepared for that. I have a little story about that. A lady said that she was sitting in the waiting room of her new dentist. It was her first appointment, and she noticed his diploma on the wall, which had his full name. Suddenly, I recalled a tall, dark-haired, handsome boy with the same name had been in my high school class nearly 50 years ago. Could this be the same boy that I had a secret crush on way back in high school? When I saw him, however, I quickly discarded that thought. This gray-haired, balding man with a deeply wrinkled face was way too old to have been my classmate. Or could he? After he examined my teeth, I asked him if he had attended South Park High School. Yes, I did, he said. I'm a greenie through and through. Well, what year did you graduate? I asked. 1968, he said. Why do you ask? You were in my class, I exclaimed. He looked at me closely. Then that ugly, wrinkled, old, fat, bald, gray, decrepit man asked, "What did you teach?" Well, I hope no one's ever that ugly to you, but it could happen. Graduates, you've studied about the 3 R's throughout your academic career: reading, writing, and arithmetic. Tonight, I want to share with you 4 R's that will enable you to be a better person, to be more successful in your professional life, and more successful in your personal life. The first R stands for real. I want to encourage you to just be a real person. Well, what does it mean to be real? It has to do, of course, with being genuine, with being authentic, not being a fake, someone who trusts others as well as trusting himself or herself, someone who is open to experience that which is thrilling and exciting, kind of those peak experiences of life that if we miss out on them, we have a very boring life. It has to do with feeling secure within yourself, being real. One of my favorite children's books is The Velveteen Rabbit. And if you've not read that, you need to go back and read The Velveteen Rabbit. You know, a key question in that book that the Velveteen Rabbit had was, what does it mean to be real? How do you become real? And some of you may recall that he asked that old skinned horse who'd been around the nursery for a long time. He asked him, what does it mean to be real? And the old skinned horse, who was so wise because he had been around so long, said, real isn't how you're made. It's a thing that happens to you. And here's the key line. It's a thing that happens to you when a child loves you for a long, long time, not just to play with, but really loves you. Then you become real. Now, Ann and I are getting ready to go live closer to our grandchildren, and I'm hoping by the time I die, I will have been loved by those grandchildren for a long time. I'll really be real at that point in time. But to be loved by a sweet, precious child is very important in the process of becoming a real person. Be real. A second R stands for be rational. Don't be controlled by your emotions. Yes, we're going to feel things because we're human, but we must not allow our emotions to control us, or we'll live on an emotional roller coaster, just going up and down all the time. What's on your mind matters. How you think matters. As a matter of fact, about 3,000 years ago, a very wise man said, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. It works for women also. How you think is important. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, born around 55 AD, lived about 100 years, a little less. He said this, men feel depressed or distressed, not by things, but by their view of things. Shakespeare even had something to say about this. And Julius Caesar, as Cassius was trying to convince Brutus to assassinate Julius Caesar, Cassius says to Brutus, the fault, dear Brutus, does not lie in the stars, but it's within ourselves. The fault as to who you become or what you become. You can change the way you think. Long time ago, a person writing to the church in Rome said this, don't be conformed to the world, but be ye transformed. How? By the renewing of your mind. You can change the way you think. So don't get stuck in a rut and become a defeated, depressed, desperate person. Rise out of those ruts and be rational. A third R is be relational. Years ago, a psychiatrist named William Glasser indicated that there were two basic needs that we must have fulfilled if we're going to be mentally healthy. Now, later on, he expanded that list to 5 or 6. But the two needs he talked about first were these. He said the first thing you must accomplish if you're going to be a healthy person is to love and be loved. Have healthy relationships. One definition of love is to have an unconquerable goodwill. Folks, that'll take you a long ways if you'll have goodwill toward your neighbor, toward your friends, toward your family. To love and be loved, first of all. The second requirement, he says, for mental health is to feel worthwhile, to have self-respect, feel good about who you are. Well, how do you do that? You do that by adopting an appropriate value system, internalizing it, and then living consistently with it. How in the world can you feel good about yourself if you're out there cheating and lying and stealing from everybody around you? You can't do it. We must love and be loved, and we must develop a sense of feeling worthwhile, says Glasser. Be real, be relational, be rational, be relational, and then the fourth R is be responsible. Be responsible. A gentleman named Viktor Frankl wrote a book back in the mid-60s entitled Man's Search for Meaning. I had the pleasure in 1972 to have met Dr. Frankl. Oh, what a man. And those of you who don't know, he lived through the concentration camps in Germany in World War II. He would find himself in line getting ready to be marched to a gas chamber. And for some reason, at the last minute, they'd tap him on the shoulder and pull him out of line. Of course, I think the reason they did that, the Nazis wanted to selfishly save him because he was a medical doctor. He could help them out. But he never knew what he might be next in that line. But anyway, he wrote that book, Man's Search for Meaning, and developed a system of thinking called logotherapy. That means meaningfulness therapy. And in talking about meaningfulness and being responsible, he says that responsibleness is the very essence of human existence. And he talked about the categorical imperative of logotherapy. I don't know if you have a categorical imperative or not. Some principle about which you live, come hell or high water. Well, here's what Frankl said should be your categorical imperative. He says, live as if you're living already for the second time and you're about to behave as wrongly as you did the first. Now, folks, that'll clean up your behavior if you practice it. It means you've been there once, you've learned something, hopefully. Live as if you're living already for the second time and you're about to behave as wrongly as you did the first. Finding meaning in life is very important, according to Frankl. He says you find meaning in life in one of three ways. One, by doing a deed, serving someone. That brings about, of course, a sense of accomplishment, a sense of achievement, a sense of just doing something for someone is a very positive thing, and it can bring meaning. A second way you can accomplish meaning in life, according to Frankl, is to experience a value. For example, love is a value. And you and I both know when you experience love, it changes everything, doesn't it? Oh, there's a great song written years ago by Andrew Lloyd Webber from that play, Aspects of Love. And he says, I wish I could sing it for you tonight. I'd love to, but I can't. But he says, love changes everything. Hands and faces, earth and sky. Love changes everything, how you live and how you die. And the lyrics go on. Oh, they're beautiful. But the point is that when you experience a value, folks, it changes your life. When you love somebody, when you love something, it means something. And so Frankl says that's important. A third way, and we don't like this third way of finding meaning in life, he refers to suffering. You find meaning in life through suffering. He says what matters is one's attitude towards suffering, believing in purpose even when you can't see it. And again, he spoke from experience, having lived through those concentration camps. As a matter of fact, let me just share with you in closing this selection at the very end of his book. Frankl says this: a human being is not one thing among others. Things determine each other. But man is ultimately self-determining. What he becomes within the limits of endowment and environment he has made out of himself. In the concentration camps, for example, in this living laboratory and on this testing ground, we watched and witnessed some of our comrades behave like swine, while others behave like saints. Man has both potentialities within himself. Which one is actualized depends on decisions, but not on conditions. Our generation is realistic, for we have come to know man as he really is. After all, man is that being who has invented the gas chambers of Auschwitz. However, he is also that being who has entered those gas chambers upright, with the Lord's Prayer on his lips, or the Shema Israel. The Shema. Hear, O Israel, our God, the Lord is one. Now, if those people could march under those conditions and have a sense of integrity, surely each of us, as we are moving to a different transition of life, I'm retiring, you're graduating, surely we can take those next steps with a sense of confidence and be real, be rational, be relational, and be responsible. I challenge you, go forth with that kind of purpose and commitment. Thank you, and God bless all of you.
Thank you, Dr. Holmes, for your encouraging remarks and for your support of Lamar University. You are greatly appreciated, and you are going to be missed more than you know. We will now have the certification of our graduates. President Evans, please join me. Will the candidates for the master's, baccalaureate, and doctoral degrees please stand and remain standing? President Evans, on behalf of the faculty of the various departments, I am pleased to present the candidates who have met all the requirements for the listed degrees.
Oh, thank you, Dean Spina. Dr. Holmes, Bill, thank you for your service to Lamar. We're going to miss you and Ann. We know grandchildren are beckoning, but you always know you have a family here. You're always welcome back. Well, congratulations, December 2017 graduating class. You will be forever known as the Harvey class. What can I say? You have persevered at times when we didn't think it was going to be possible. You have worked with us to find solutions, and I congratulate each and every one of you. Thank you for what you did to get to this point. The resilience that you've demonstrated will bode well for you in the future, both for this degree and beyond. So now I really have the best gig in the house right now, because now it's my job to confer your degree. So here we go. By the authority vested in me and Lamar University by the Board of Regents of the Texas State University System, I confer upon you the degree for which you have been certified, admitting you to all the rights and privileges which throughout the world pertain to those degrees. You have one final exam. It's a toughie. You're going to be asked to take the tassel on your front right and move it to your left. That is a designation of degree completion. Congratulations.
Please be seated. President Evans and guests, we now will have the presentation of the College of Education and Human Development's graduating class of December 2017, beginning with the doctoral and master's degree candidates, followed by the baccalaureate candidates in the order published in the program. Dr. Marquardt, please come forward and present our doctoral candidates.
Thank you, Dean Spina. I am pleased to present the name of Leslie Eileen Austin and her doctoral advisor, Dr. Clementine M. Sengi. Ms. Austin has been recommended by the Dean of Graduate Studies and by the graduate faculty for the Doctor of Education and Educational Leadership degree. Please come forward. Congratulations, Dr. Austin. I am pleased to present the name of Jennifer Lee Burr and her doctoral advisor, Dr. Sandra Harris. Ms. Burr has been recommended by the Dean of Graduate Studies and by the graduate faculty for the Doctor of Education and Educational Leadership degree. Congratulations, Dr. Burr. I'm pleased to present the name of Casey Earl Callahan and his doctoral advisor, Dr. Robert Nix. Mr. Callahan has been recommended by the Dean of Graduate Studies and by the graduate faculty for the Doctor of Education and Educational Leadership degree. Congratulations, Dr. Callahan. I'm pleased to present the name of Tina Lynn Capellas and her doctoral advisor, Dr. Kay Shelton. Ms. Capellas has been recommended by the Dean of Graduate Studies and by the graduate faculty for the Doctor of Education and Educational Leadership degree. Congratulations, Dr. Capellas. I'm pleased to present the name of Christopher Scott Fontenot and his doctoral advisor, Dr. Sandra Harris. He has been recommended by the Dean of Graduate Studies and by the graduate faculty for the Doctor of Education and Educational Leadership degree. Oh, you need to bend down there, guy. There you go. Congratulations, Dr. Fontenot. I'm pleased to present the name of Kirk Demarius Lee and his doctoral advisor, Dr. Sandra Harris. He has been recommended by the Dean of Graduate Studies and by the graduate faculty for the Doctor of Education and Educational Leadership degree. Congratulations, Dr. Lee. I'm pleased to present the name of Shantae Verdina Mayfield and her doctoral advisor, Dr. Sandra Harris. She has been recommended by the Dean of Graduate Studies and by the graduate faculty for the Doctor of Education and Educational Leadership degree. Congratulations, Dr. Mayfield. I'm pleased to present the name of Lucretia Rakaya Moore and her doctoral advisor, Dr. Crystal Hinnerman. She has been recommended by the Dean of Graduate Studies and by the graduate faculty for the Doctor of Education, Educational Leadership degree. Congratulations, Dr. Moore. I'm pleased to present the name of Earl Wade Parcell and his doctoral advisor, Crystal Hinnerman. He has been recommended by the Dean of Graduate Studies and by the graduate faculty for the Doctor in Education and Educational Leadership degree. Congratulations, Dr. Parcell. I am pleased to present the name of Julia Alicia Ramirez and her doctoral advisor, Dr. Sandra Harris. She's been recommended by the Dean of Graduate Studies and by the graduate faculty for the Doctor of Education, Educational Leadership degree. Congratulations, Dr. Ramirez. I'm pleased to present the name of Shannon Terry and her doctoral advisor, Dr. Sandy Harris. Ms. Terry has been recommended by the Dean of Graduate Studies and by the graduate faculty for the Doctor of Education and Educational Leadership degree. Congratulations, Dr. Terry. I'm pleased to present the name of Dolores Warnell and her doctoral advisor, Dr. Sandra Harris. She has been recommended by the Dean of Graduate Studies and by the graduate faculty for the Doctor of Education, Educational Leadership degree. Congratulations, Dr. Warnell. And finally, I am pleased to present the name of Michael Rex Wilkinson and his doctoral advisor, Dr. Kay Shelton. He has been recommended by the Dean of Graduate Studies and by the graduate faculty for the Doctor of Education and Educational Leadership degree. Congratulations, Dr. Wilkinson.
For the Masters of Education in Clinical Mental Health Counseling, Dana Tidwell Alfaro. Leah Isabel Allison. Kristen Lee Barrick. Keisha Dina Bylerly. Rory Carruthers. Hannah Lee Christensen. Cassandra Covington DeWall. Jaquavia Lynn Demas. Elizabeth Ann D. Palma. Lori Eccleston. Patrina Latrell Flanagan. Brandy Lynn Fifi. Koya Alicia Garrett, Tracy Mignon Harrell, Christy Diane Hernandez, Venetric LaFay Jackson, Candria Deanne Lucas, Samitra Roche Miller, Maria Lachey Montgomery, Judy Yolanda Morris, Stephen Arthur Newkirk, Christopher Delone Norris, Esther Izioma Ogobanda, Olufemi Oriamia Okukoya, Christelle Mercedes Paraga, Genevieve Danielle Palisi, Courtney Danielle Prudhomme, James Jude Rich Ardelli, Patricia Ann Rollins, Larry Singleton Jr., Wendetta Hightower Thomas, Stephanie Sandria Tom, Haley Ann Tyson, Amber Nicole Van, Crystal Rochelle Whitefield, Deanne Marie Willis, Tanika Latrell Woodbury, Masters of Education in School Counseling, Keely Teeter Anderson, Flor Alvalo, Jillian Suhel Bacalini, Carla Alethea Barnes, Maria Guadalupe Barrera, Angela Renee Batiste, Ryan Nicole Campbell, Anthony Valentino Cantu, Angela Carol Carter, Emily Ann Chapman, Maria Elizabeth Comaduran, Veronica De Hoyos, Melissa Ann DeLeon, Marissa June Elam, Jerica Rutherford Evans, Rachel Prince Fields, Rodney D. Flanagan, Erin Lynn Flores, Erica Gandaria, Kelsey Lynn Garcia, Leslie Marie Garcia, Angela Noel Ginscarelli, Nadine Glover, Quincy Dwayne Ham, Natalie Jane Harrison, Whitney Renee Haynes, LaShawanda Maria Hunter, David Robert Heimson. Corelli Natalie Ibarra Torres. Dulcie Karina Izagiri. Asma Jaffrey. Melissa Ann Jensen. Prishna Patricia Jimenez Kasan. Deborah K. Kirby. Magdalena Lotta. Christina Danielle Larson. Monica Lee. Felicia Arnita Lester. Sergio Martinez. Margaret Ann McBride. Lisa Davila Mendez. Kanisha Tierra Murray. Laura Leticia Ocha. Lana Michelle Pachua. Courtney Packard. Judy Phillips Pastuek. Heather Marie Pavlu. Karina Richmond. Brandon Nathan Rogers. Cassie Nicole Rubio. Eric Eddie Sanchez. Luticia Amijo Sanchez. Christina A. Sacera. Natalie Ruth Marie Sherman. Rosie Lee Shepard. Julie Christine Spear. Rita K. Stanage. Erin Catherine Stucco Gutierrez. Dainu Stringer. Lisa Sutel. Kelly Ann Taylor. Yvette Faye Thompson. Robin Crystal Urivi. Jenny Lee Van Horn. Amy Lynn Vaughn Armstrong. Erin DeLynn Watson. Sydney Laren Williams. Bradley Robbins Woods. Angela Shantae Wright. Ada M. Zavala.
For the Master of Education in Special Education, Danielle Marie Oshman. Clayton D. Cooley. Kathleen Rose Dispensa. Jamie Michelle Goebel. Kashuna Deanne Harmon. Rhonda Michelle Mann. Caitlin R. Mulbert. Michelle A. Mumtaz. Daniela Ramos Nava. David Dwayne Nielsen. Joanne Ortiz. Langston Colby Patterson. Ginger Renee Taylor. Graciela Almance Vela. Jamaica Deshay Walker. For the Master of Education in Educational Administration, Laura Lynn Adams. Rachel Leanne Alexander. Laura Lynn Alexander Wilson. Sarah Jean Alvarez. Rasha Jaquay Austin. Julia Kate Bagwell. Sarah Marie Ballard. Taylor Elizabeth Barron. Diana Marie Barth. Lacey Lynn Baxley. Maria Isabel Becerra. Delana Candace Bennett. Trina Lynn Biggs. Megan Marie Bridenthal. Leanne Yvette Brown. Jera Lovelace Bunton. Brenda K. Burrow. Melanie Cherie Bush. Linda Marie Bustamante. Stephanie Lynn Cagle. Nathaniel Bernard Carter. Norman W. Carter Jr. Corinne Crystal Castillo. Omar Castillo. Tori Paige Cates. Tanisha Lynette Clark. Tamika Nicole Clark. Tara Lynn Clark. Jennifer McCraven Conde. Madeline Renee Conrad. Amanda Julia Cortez. Sherry Dawn Cox. Ashley Nicole Kraft. Jonathan Lavoy DeLay. Patrick Louis De Leon. Lindley Diane Dickerson. Diane Arlene Emmons. Luis Humberto Enriquez Jr. Valerie Danae Esquivel. Jenny Lee Fajukas. Erica Escuchen Farmer. Jennifer Elaine Farmer. Jeanette A. Figueroa. Megan E. Fisher. Amanda Robert Flores. Kelly Arlene Franklin. Fanta Aisha Fredia. Emily Ann Gardner. Leslie Yvette Garrido. Courtney Alexa Garza. Brandon Elizabeth Gibson. Michael W. Gibson. Samantha S. Gladwell. Kenzie Brooks Graff. Louis Carrigan. Jennifer Lynn Greer. Tamala Margaret Griffin. Amanda Lauren Gruber. Annette Marie Gunn. Maria del Rosario Guzman Guerra. It's the other way around. Stacy Ann Gwartney. Nicole Hand. Maureen Harrison. James A. Henderson. Amanda Lee Henley. Laura Lynn Hodges. Jeremy Kane Hollyfield. Casey Robinson Horton. Jacob Michael Hopton. Jared T. Houston. Billy Wayne Huey Jr. Hannah Grace Imaru. Angel Louise James. Julie Dawn James. Joaquin Hasso. Megan Elizabeth Jegway. Riandra Marlise Johnson. Scott Allen Jones. Tammy Lynn Kerr. Philip Michael Kirby. James Carter Nabinshu III. Kristen Marie LaFollette. Shane Heath Lance. Kendall Brooke LeMay. Judith Ann Lieber. Samaya Lacole Lewis. Thurman Lewis Jr. Carmen Marie Lopez. Jennifer Lynn Lowry. Jocelyn Candace Lundy. Sean Allen Lynch. Edna Euridia Marquez Padilla. Sandra Faye McDaniel. Catherine Ann McGrew. Jason D. Milo. Nikayla Shiroya Mitchell. Shatara T. Mock. Raul Nava. Linda Chiamaka Obi. Roberto Padilla. Casey Lee Pennington. Sasha Natalie Perez. Samuel Casey Perry. Riley Alexander Peters. Chris Robert Payton. Clarence M. Porter II. Michelle Adair Ramos. Chris Reese. Deborah Lee Riley. Rebecca Ann Reyes. Tiffany Reyes. Richard Wayne Reynolds. Salinas Rivera Baez. Ramona Lillian Riviere. Janae Robinson Heflin. Carly Jean Rodriguez. Lucio Rodriguez Jr. Brittany Lee Rogers. Jillian Lee Rogers. Sierra Elizabeth Rogers. Rebecca Morrow Rowlett. Abigail Virginia Rutland. Sylvia Adriana Saldana. Elizabeth Salinas. Juan Jose Sarabia. Catherine Susan Satterwhite. Rhonda Renee Schwer. Nicole M. Seabach. Tori Cheyenne Saylor. Kristen Elizabeth Semro. Emily Claire Breen Simmons. Chandler Raymond Simpson. LaQuisha Sherelle Slatton. Ashley Kesha Smith. Lisa Ann Smith Williams. Sandra M. Spicer. David Andrew Srubar. Katie Elizabeth Stafford. Stacy Ann Steele. LaShonda Michelle Stinson. Annette Nicole Stubbs. Maria Esther Trevino. Jerry Craig Utley. Manuel Marcos Villarreal. Anjoli Yvonne Walters. Jade Marie Welch. Annette Marie Welde Zimney. Dana Denise West. Derek Neal West. Kimberly Mackenzie Westmoreland. Stephanie Michelle Wilcox. Angela L. Williams. Arnatrice Antoinette Howard Williams. Sharon Ann Womble. Holly Marie Bertrand Woolen. Kendra Darrell Wren. Kelly McKinney Young. Annie Josephine Zoll. For the Master of Education in Digital Learning and Leading, Blair Lynn Bedner. Regina Louise Cobb. Michelle R. Heckeman. Isaura Herrera. Chelsea Lynn Hoke. Keith Jackson Hoke. Carrie Ann Maurer. Shannon Lee Paget. Laura Veronica Perez. Patrick Neil Reed. For the Master of Education in Educational Technology Leadership, Stephanie Ann Behrens. Adriana Nicole Broxton. Dixie Revernon Chalupa. Taylor Bose Gilbreath. Jahoward James Hutchins. Bettina Jones. Daryl John Legaspi. Sarai Trevino. Darnisha Demetria Wallace. Sarah Ray Wicker.
For the Masters of Science in Family and Consumer Sciences, JC Nicole Pickett. Alana Stuberfield. Sin D. Tay. For the Master of Public Health, Eric Roel Ortiz. Fanter Sakor. Megan Elise Traveler. For the Master of Science in Kinesiology, Scott Joseph Dalconzo. For the Master of Education in Teacher Leadership, Jocelyn Delgado Arenada. Kelly Pribe Armstrong. Lori Bloomer. Brooke Amy Melissa Colton. Ashley Jordan Gaddis. Jennifer Janae Gibson. Lauren Catherine Marshall. Maria Teresa Martinez. Denise Nichelle Nolan. Gabriella Pacina. Jody Brunette Powell. Erica Nicole Prentice. Adriana Rendon. Angelon Rachel Ringland. Stacy Renee Romeo. Jennifer Wood Scarrow. Megan Jean Snyder. Jessica Sheffield. Donna Lucia Taran. Lucia Taran. Alicia Michelle Weir. Alyssa Marie Williams. Bachelor of Science in Family Studies, Samantha Michelle Guthrie. Edith Arenada Martinez. Lauren Nicole McMillan. Melissa Michelle McMillan. Courtney Simone Nelson. Laurel Marie Rugg. Bachelor of Science in Fashion, Retailing, and Merchandise, Jasenia Trevino Chavez. Alicia Renee Jones. Ebony Lacey. Ranina Lashaw Turner. For the Bachelor of Science in Nutrition, Dietetic, and Hospitality, Shanika Sincera Alexander. Catherine Page Booker. Alexis Gabrielle Davis. Jared Allen East. Samaya Mutharaju.
For the Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science and Fitness Management, Justin Avera. Megan Ann Burton. Colby O'Brien Campbell. Estrella Elena Cardenas. Brad Lee Clanton. Graduating magna cum laude, Tyler Edward Combs. Graduating cum laude, Morgan Elizabeth Elkins. Justin Albert Harvest. Erin Yvette Hill. Josie Leanne J. Ramonda Simonia Levierge. Graduating cum laude, Vivian Wong Luong. Trayson Dylan McNeil. Graduating cum laude, Barrett Gregory Myers. Kelly Elizabeth Poole. Mariana Elizabeth Vasquez. Bachelor of Science in Health, Monique Nzinga Grants. Dana Taylor Haynes. Sadaf Arush Imran. Kiana Nijeri Katambani. Manasseh Jordan Miles. Gladys Lekova Tende. Aaliyah Miriaha Yarbrough.
For the Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology, Rachel Deanne Davey. Justine Deanne Joan Franklin. Jacob Aaron Gulagar. Jordan Donnell Jones. Lauren Rebecca Lovejoy. Laurel Amy Olson. For the Bachelor of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies, graduating magna cum laude, Alexis Maria Allendorf. Taylor Ashlyn Baumgardner. Graduating summa cum laude, Kristen Nicole Cheshire. Nicole Latrice Hardy. Graduating cum laude, Abby Gail Ladeau. Sarah Nicole Lewis. Vanessa Lynn Marrow. Carol Joe Patterson. Graduating magna cum laude, Brittany Platt. Graduating magna cum laude, Taylor Brianne Provost. Alyssa Wood. For the Masters of Education and School Counseling, Ashley Gully. This concludes the announcement of all of our graduates.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have the distinct privilege and honor to present to you the class of 2017. I would also, at this time, I would like to recognize our readers, Dr. Wines and Dr. Thibodeau, for their excellent work in calling everybody's name. Graduates, today you join more than 80,000 students throughout the world who are Lamar alumni. I would like to take this opportunity to extend to each of you an invitation to join Lamar's Alumni Association. Alumni membership provides continued involvement with the university and the college by providing networking and opportunities to help other students achieve what you have achieved. I encourage you to join this important arm of the university. The Alumni Association has friendly people waiting to greet you and will be in touch. Of course, you can always find them through Lamar's website. Please join. Following the recessional, we will host a reception upstairs on the concourse level. All graduates and guests are invited to mingle with our faculty, enjoy refreshments, and maybe even pose for a picture or two. I hope to see you there. And with that, that concludes our ceremony. Thank you. Congratulations, class of 2017, and go Cardinals! Please stand for Lamar's alma mater.
Lamar, to thee we're singing, voices raised on high. We will to